Welcome to Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker here at the New York Stock Exchange, bringing you a review of this week's stock market. Markets kept chugging along, maintaining highs and setting new ones. On Monday, Japan surprised the world as it reported a negative GDP growth for the second quarter in a row, thus officially putting the country in a recession. Back in the U.S., industrial production for October was released, falling 0.1% month to month and lower than expectations of growth of 0.2%. The Empire State Manufacturing Survey for November also came in slightly below expectations at 10.16. However, this was improved from the previous month's level of 6.17. On Tuesday, a strong investor confidence report from Germany, along with strong European auto sales, gave U.S. markets a boost. The Producer Price Index for October was up 0.2% month to month, and the Housing Market Index for November was at 58, up from the prior month's 54. The Dow Industrials and the S&P 500 closed at record highs. On Wednesday, the Fed released the minutes of their last meeting at the end of October. There weren't any surprises with the bond purchasing program ending, as well as guidance to keep interest rates low for a considerable period. Housing starts for October declined 2.8% from the prior month, but were up 7.8% year over year. On Thursday, the Consumer Price Index for October was unchanged after declining 0.1% the prior month. Jobless claims for the week ending November 15th were down slightly at 291,000. Once again, the Dow Industrials and the S&P 500 closed at record highs. Friday morning, markets soared on news that both China and Europe's central banks took steps to stimulate their respective economies. Now let's take a look at some stocks. Target shares moved higher Wednesday after the discount retailer posted third quarter results that beat analyst estimates. U.S. sales for Target increased more than the company had originally anticipated, although the company continues struggling to gain the same traffic prior to the data breach in their systems. Net earnings were 54 cents a share, ahead of analysts' expectations of 47 cents. General Motors Company came under pressure Thursday after Arizona's Attorney General announced that the state will be filing a lawsuit against the car maker, claiming that GM defrauded consumers in Arizona for approximately $3 billion. The lawsuit will be the first action taken against GM in regards to the record number of recalls this year. GM stock has fallen over 20% in value since the start of 2014. Best Buy shares shot up Thursday after the electronics retailer posted their third quarter earnings, showing an unexpected increase in U.S. comparable sales. Net earnings sat at $107 million or 30 cents per share, nearly doubling the year-ago earnings of $54 million or 16 cents per share. Achillion Pharmaceuticals Inc. will be closely watched at the end of the year when the company is scheduled to announce the results for their Phase 1 clinical trials for their hepatitis C drug SCH-3422. Achillion has been on a bullish trend since June when the company first announced their trials, gaining over 350% in value. This is Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, and I'll see you again next week.